Um, all right. So, fun fact, very fun fact. I just rolled out of bed. I just rolled out of bed because my timer that was supposed to go off didn't go off. So I checked my phone. I'm like, oh, what time is it? And it is the exact time I'm supposed to stream at. I'm gonna delay the stream. Goodbye, chat. Yup, bye. All right. Anyways, so far the stream has not lagged out at all, which is great. I still need to get everything set up because I just rolled out of bed. Oh no. Oh, I have like nothing open, man. Oh, that's not even the right thing. Chat, just give me like a hot second. I don't have anything prepared. And I mean nothing prepared. At all. Just nothing at all. Okay, I think I've got most things prepared. So far, this hasn't happened, so I'm gonna turn that off. Let me check my internet speed. Just I'm gonna check my internet speed real quick, chat. Okay, wow, my internet's actually doing good for once. This is a first. Oh no, as I say that, it plummets. As I say that, it starts to plummet. Of course. Of course. All right. Let's just move on with the stream. Can turn that off for now. Let me check the sub goal. I think it changed, right? Did it change? Yes, it did change. I need to update that. All right, chat, list away. List away whatever you feel like. Poland Paul Wiki. They have a lot of schizo things there. Great. So I just copy the Polish focus now. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. There we go. That is something. I'm pretty sure I said my opinion of it earlier. Schizo. They have so many strange ideologies. Like, oh, let me go there real quick. Hole and ball wiki. What's a schizo ideology? I need to see characters. Oh no, wait, no. I'm thinking of the political hole and ball wiki, whatever it is. What is that other one? Yeah, Politiball wiki. That's what I'm thinking of. That's the one that's schizo, I think. Oh no, it's pull comp ball. Pull comp ball. That's the schizo one. Hole and ball wiki. I don't know. Haven't really looked at it. I haven't really looked at it at all. I have not looked at it at all, really. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Someone vandalized the Switzerland page. Hold on, if I go to the Poland ball wiki, Switzerland celebrates its national day. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Vichy, Netherlands. What? It doesn't make any sense. See Bunny, the leader of Syria. Hold on, let me open the game and see what the current leader of Syria is. Let me just look at that. If it'll load. Yes, I have the mod on. I think it's just this mod, right? I think it's just this mod. Yeah, it's a moth. This right here. This moth right here is the leader of Syria currently. Also, those are a lot of traits. Okay, how long is this gonna take to load, dude? And it hasn't really interrupted my stream connection, which is great. See, this is the kind of stream I need, where it just isn't lagging out the whole time. Alright, I'm gonna start coding now. Alright. Alright, there we go. Now, it was somewhere, and I don't remember specifically where. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the tree, because I don't remember. Alright, and the other Galicia got given. So now what I'm gonna do is that. There's cacao. And okay. Encroach. Encroach on Polish territories. Allow branch. There we go. I'm not sure the other ones are. And control of Czech territory. Allow branch. Boom. I'm gonna copy that instead. Boom. Statenland. Statenland right here. Boom. Alright. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create entirely new focuses. Alright, so the Syria leader gets those traits. There we go. Alright. I'm going to copy this right here. Original tag is Texas. We'll bypass it if they do not exist. This equals yes. Every state limit is for of Canada. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to give them each a war goal. Okay, war goal. Target. In this case, Mexico. Type. Annex everything. I'm also going to compress it. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing for Canada right here. Boom. All right. Julius Caesar just comes back. Great. Can't smell anymore. There we go. Alright, so I think if I reload the game, it should... Let me just... So I don't think it's loaded yet. They don't even have the focus tree. Hmm. Okay. Ah, it did load. Okay. Now I just need to fix it so that it works. Should appear right here, but it isn't. I'm not sure why. Mexico exists, right? Yes. Ah, it's not loading. Why are you not loading? What? This doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's still not showing up. What? Dude, why is it not working? There's some sort of error. There's no error? What? Yeah, it is week 30. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm just dumb. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now it works. Now I need to look at the GFX. Goals. I need some goals. Generic goals. I'm not actually finding what I need. That is insane. What? What? Hmm. Focus attack Mexico. Okay. There we go. All right. I don't know where any of those hammers are at. Oh, there we go. So they're going to get a claim on every single state and an annex oracle for both these. That means whatever Mexico cores and whatever Canada cores, Texas will claim that and then get a wargle on them. So they can actually get pretty early on. I mean, like, really early on, surprisingly. Well, now I need to localize it. Oops. There we go. There we go. Alright, King Tut in Egypt can form the Nile Empire. So I'm probably going to have to give Egypt some decisions then. Alright. Decisions. Does Egypt... Egypt does not have any decisions, so let's just make some for them. Egypt 2. Alright, there we go. I'm going to copy this right here. Do that. Egypt. I'm going to make this have a cost. 50. Fire only once. Oh, there's already a cost here. Oh well, we'll change it to 50. Oh, and a fire only once here. Okay, dude. Don't you like just searching for some garbage brain rot? Alright. Quality. Should be alright. Yeah, I think that works. And then popularity. Theology is neutrality, and popularity equals, well, we'll do 0.50 just in case they've tried to undo that. Now what I'm going to do is move this over to here. I'm going to go back to here. And I don't remember what I was going to look up. Right, tools. Copy that. Okay, well. Right. And now that I've done that off screen, I'm going to go back to GFX. Leaders. We'll just do miscellaneous. Boom. Alright, there we go. King Tut has been added now. Now I gotta do the interface. Boom. Alright. Forgot what I was doing again. uh, yeah, I should probably... There we go. There isn't a neutral government, then that won't show. Otherwise, it will show. And then we get 50 non-aligned. Restore the cradle of civilization. Oh no. We'll look at the decisions that are available right here. Um, go. There we go. As country leader equals ruling only. Yes. Must be ruling, otherwise it will not work. Give all of India to Israel. Yes. I sure do like when yes. I sure do remember when this happened. Oh no. But hold on, why is Israel and Nepal's color so similar? Come on, Paradox. Really? Really? Okay, man. Well, back to Egypt. That's no longer my concern. We'll do that. And okay, I just need to reload the portrait. There we are, King Tut right there. I don't know if he gets any sort of portrait or anything. Trait. Let me actually check if he does. No specifics. All right. And available. Also, this decision should only be available if King Tut's in power. So if I say set ruling party, yep, doesn't appear. Does not appear. But now it does appear. Right there. Oh, civilian factory. Alright, cool. Oh, yeah, see, and we also get full non-line support. Split between the Turkey between Armenia and Greece. Yes. Also, this entire time, Odindia has just not had a flag. Probably gonna have to change that at some point. Okay, so what's every state on the Nile? Would I count the Suez? Nah. But there's a few states I do need to count. Where are the decisions for this? Yes, this. Controls all states on the Nile River. Boom. Alright. And boom. There we go. We need to just jot down a ton of states. 447. 907. I need to look at chat. Hold on. Create Turkey and Western Mongolia and whatever that state is. So true. Okay, that is one state. Five 551. Eight 40. 839. I guess it could just be anything that borders the Nile, so I guess that does include 446. That also means 271. Ooh, even 843 and 841. All right. $549. I take it both South Sudanese states are gonna. Okay. 84. Victoria. All right. Yeah, that should be all of them. Control state is going to be replaced by add state core. Boom. And then just state over here. Boom. All right. So now when I go over here and I look at it, yep, that's all of the Nile. Let me Move it over. And then we highlight it again. There you go. There's all the Nile. Okay. Wow. Thanks, game, for doing that twice. There you go. There's all of the Nile River. All of the Nile River encompassed. Yes, apparently they finally fixed my... They finally fixed my internet. Which is exactly what's been causing all this insane stream lag. No, not that. So now, if I just take, like, every single state that's here, just about. That should be all of them. Yes, it is. That's a lot of states. Alright, now we have the Empire of the Nile tag, which I need to give localization to. This right here. I'm actually going to need something else first, which happens to be right here. There it is. Except I'm going to replace that with whatever the Nile thing is. Where is it? Empire of the Nile. That's what I'm going to replace it with. All this Egyptian stuff right here. Boom. Yeah, I don't really need to do any of that. Kingdom of the Nile. That works. There we go. That works. Boom. Kingdom of the Nile. Look at that. And they get cores on all of that. All that stuff down there. It's a really disgusting looking amount of cores, but hey, it works. And all they gotta do is defeat the British in Ethiopia. So it's not even that difficult. Surprisingly. Give Jordan the whole Indian focus tree. Yeah, if you don't like border gore, you're going to suffer. That is an odd request, but okay, there we go. Alright, King Tut, now able to form the Nile Empire. And I think I'm gonna go back to using game rules. If limit this, give me. And something. Oh, that's on daily. That's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do, though. Game rule. There we go. We'll just say Liberia. Every state limit there we go. Yeah, someone make a vid where I'm just entirely out of context and say random things that don't even make sense whatsoever. I wonder what a Spanish siesta is like. And there you go. There's a bit. There's a clip out of context. If that even worked. I think it did, right? I think it did work. Okay, yeah, I think it did work. Okay. Take hours to find clips. You know, you could just, whenever you hear something that just doesn't make sense when taken out of context, you could just take it. You could just clip it. Hold on. There's a clip feature, right? Let me look. Is there a clip feature? Yes, I do have the clip feature enabled. You could just use that at your disposal and just just clip whatever. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. And that's what you gotta do. Just clip it. Whenever you see something stupid, goofy, or just sounds horrendous out of context, clip it. Just clip it. KKP. I thought Kurdish Communist Party. That's what I saw for a second. Oh, right. Yeah, let me, yeah, there we go. Yeah, and then I'm gonna get a country leader over here. Named arrest non-aligned leader warlords. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna have to copy all of this. Yeah, there we go. Alright. There we go. You know, I got an idea for what I could just make the portrait. Nothing's there. That's unfortunate. I'll just have to make it myself. Don't worry, guys, it's gonna work. Alright, now I'm gonna do leaders. And boom. Alright, cool. Now we just have Madagascar as a portrait. Leader portraits, there we go. Alright, so that's there now. And if I reload the game, it should be there, which means I'm going to have to close it. And go back into it. Employment, grass, work hours, resume, showers. Job. Ah. Scary. Very scary. Putin, Vladimir, Millennium Dawn. You know, I could do that at some point. At some point. I don't know when, but at some point. Alright, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to tag over to Liberia. Free Madagascar. Making it free. Boom. Oh, come on. Okay, Warlords. Yes, it worked. Not the portrait. Oh, because I didn't save the portrait. That's why it didn't work. Karkal Pakistan doesn't exist. Wait, what? Wait, I never added... Oh, it's because I replaced it with Madagascar, didn't I? I'm dumb. Alright, well, there we go. Fixed. Oh, it's because that's there. That's why it didn't work. Okay. Lots of issues. That's why it didn't work. Alright, move that over there. Medvedev, Dmitry, TFR. Totally not a Rickroll. Totally not a Rickroll. I don't know why it didn't start from the beginning. That works. That works better. Alright, free Madagascar. I should have tagged Liberia. I didn't. Oh my. Oh, also, I'm dumb for the past hour. Let me fix something. I totally forgot about something. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Fix. Alright. I should have done that a while ago, but I didn't for whatever reason. I don't know why. Anyways. No, it's Rust. It's no longer Madagascar. Why did the portrait not change? Heh? Does not start with GFX. Are you joking? Oh my. Okay, well, now it should be fixed. Oh my. This is insane. I swear, I thought they owned it for a second. I'm like, hold on. Mauritius and Seychelles. Apparently those are not cores. Nor is Kerguelen. I can't speak anymore. Kerguelen. Kervah. Oh, it's this right here. Okay. The victory point's just really down there. Kerguelen. Korgulen. Alright, so that should be Madagascar done, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. And then Vichy, Netherlands. Huh. On actions. On capitulation immediate. There's like this one thing where you can flee to Batavia. Um, Cave to the British for the Germans. Hmm. Only man in the Dutch government. Huh? Yes, there's one guy in the Dutch government. No one else. That makes so much sense. Um, actually, if root original tag equals Holland, date equals this one, 26. It works! It works! Yeah, I think they need to actually have that cosmetic tag. And then has cosmetic tag species. Alright. Now I need to find what the wait, I think I can just open a couple things. Yes, there we go. It's Holland. There it is. Batavian Republic. There we go. Vichy Netherlands, and then I do that, 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 that. Wow, that actually works pretty well. Okay, I look away from chat for 1 second and I see something about a cabbage necromancer and disoriented. Make Gordon Ramsay leader of Britain. We already have Link over here as the leader of Britain. Job application leader of Bhutan. We already have a job application in Wyoming if you need that. Set owner job. Job application jump scare right in the middle of Wyoming. French South Ireland. What? Here, a cabbage man with an axe and a necromancer appear from the ground and you fought it. Would you win? I have a cabbage. Of course I'd win. This is what you're farming cabbage, so you're disoriented. Yeah, I can just bash their skull with a cabbage. What else am I gonna do? Use a rake or something? Chair. Who would win in a fight? The Islamic State on its prime plus the Congo, or all Mexican cartels? I mean, we'd have to look at the statistics. And it also depends on the state of the Mexican cartels. And I'm gonna assume that all of them have to be in their prime. So if we take all of them at their prime, yeah, we need to look at the statistics for that. Why are there people who worship the Roblox spawn PNG? That doesn't... Why? Swaziland, Northern Ireland. Swaziland isn't even a state. It's part of NATO. And so is Lesotho. The Schizo Nation, the Dakotas. Cult of Spawn. Oh no. Uh, yes, there is a Vichy France tag. Okay, I was curious. So any country needs to have this cosmetic tag in order for it to work. Vichy Netherlands. It's Pierre Laval. I don't even want to know what spawnism is. Yeah, I can get rid of this now. Now we have Vichy Netherlands for whatever unholy reason. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna compare two things. I'm gonna need colors and cosmetic. BC, yeah, Vichy France. I am going to paste both of them into here, and I'm gonna get their differences. I'm gonna do a little bit of calculations here. All right, so the first France one I need to jot down. 13.8. It's the first French one. Then 74, 147, 255. Second one. Then I'm gonna need to do the other one, which is Vichy. 80, 168, 181, and 115, 185, 196. All right. Alright, so I've got the difference between those two now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna this is a difference of add 23. This is adding 55. And this is adding subtracting 47. Alright. And the other one is, let me check. Adding 41. Something something 38. And then subtracting 59. So that's what the total change for that is. And now Holland right here. Do the exact same thing here. Doing some real big calculations here. We'll take the biggest number. Okay, so it goes in reverse order then. So then this is going to be it's going to be 203 minus 47. Don't even know what that is. I need to calculate it. 203 minus 47, that's 156. So that's done. And then 138 plus 55, 193. Seven, and then it's gonna be 98 minus 59, so that's gonna be 196. Add 38. Be 7. What's that? That's gonna be 21. And then the last one is gonna be 97 and 137. All right. Let's make it what Vichy France's is. Alright, so that's pretty bright. It's gonna be a little duller than that. Now let's test this color right here. Okay, that's an unusual green color. Don't think I like that in particular. Hmm. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit more calculations to try and get an exact estimate for this. Because clearly this isn't working. Radio silence, yes, indeed, radio silence. I don't even know what happened in Berlin. Other than they got absolutely rolled. Other than that, no idea. Okay, let's see. So 57 plus 80. Cut that in half. That's 68.5. We'll round it to 69. Then 24 divided by 69. Okay, no, this is... Actually, no, 57 divided by 80. What we should actually be doing is that. Then 113 divided by 168, which is another really big number. And then 228 divided by 181. And that gives us a real big number that I don't want to have to deal with, but I'm going to have to deal with. 74 divided by 115. Big number, again. 147 divided by 185. And lastly, 255 divided by 196. It's almost 1.3. Alright, now we just do these exact same calculations, but with the Netherlands. So 203 times this number right here. And we get this number, but we can round that to 145. Contrast to 156. Yeah, okay, so it's already more accurate. 138. It's now 93. So I just removed that. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot more red. It's actually gonna shift a different direction entirely. Oh no, actually I should probably be doing it with should probably be doing yeah. 203. Ooh. 255. Alright. And then 93, that one doesn't change. But 98 does change, and it's going to be this one. 98 times... Okay, so 70, essentially. 69.825. Alright. 196 times... Okay, this is going to be even higher, isn't it? Oh, no, it is... It is just short. It is just short of 255. Wow, that is wild. We're going to make it 255. Then 179 times whatever the number is, 142. This time we round down. And then this and 96. 96 times this big number, 62. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. But that is going to be the new color of... Oh, that is so red. That is going to be a red Netherlands. Wow. Alright. Very red Netherlands. Very red. Alright, well now I can find the cosmetic colors. Not from that file, from this file. And countries, cosmetic. Oop, not that. Oh no. Oh, at least I have the calculations with me. Second half of the calculations, that is. And the first half. Alright, 255, 142, and 62. Boom. Okay, change this to Holland. Okay, so it doesn't update yet, but it will update at some point. And I have a feeling it's going to look similar to this color, just red instead. But, oh well, we'll have to see. And there you go, there's your Vichy Netherlands. And now the Syrian leader is going to get a ton of buffs. Great. Detailed explanation of Siege of Berlin. Huh? Red Boxy at the Battle of Waterloo. That's insane. How was that the American Revolutionary War? In fact, I'm George Washington. No way, guys. George Washington's in the chat. This is so real. The sources trust me. Alright, bet. Full trust. This guy's George Washington. I was there when Ming exploded. That's crazy. You're hundreds of years old. Alright, now I gotta find where the thing is. Here it is. I did give Egypt something. I gave him this. Alright. Syria, you're getting more things now. Your little moth leader. This is the character scope. Scope. Add trait. Character. It's gonna be someone. Ideology. That's what I'm guessing it is. Trait. And then it just, whatever trait it is. And how many traits are there that we need to put in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traits. Alright. There we go. Yes, indeed. Where is that one emoji? There it is. There's that one emoji. What was I doing before? I was doing something before, but what was I doing before? Right, I need the traits. Now this is not the first time. It is anything but the first time. I've done it before a couple of times. But I usually don't because guess what? It highlights the entire message. Where country leader? Traits. It might also be somewhere else. Kaiserin. People. That's the first trait. Hurricane Kaiser. There it is. Surprisingly, I'm finding everything I need. Sun God. Oh wow, they're right next to each other. Defier of the Sun God, Supreme Representative God on Earth. And then Warrior King, right? Warrior Code. Warrior Code. Wow. That was quick. I did not expect to actually find all of them that quickly. That's wild. Okay, I don't know what that is. Characters. Syria. Serious. Oh. Muhammad Ali Bey al... Uh... Please don't tell me this is... Please don't tell me this is a character that... Oh, no. Am I gonna have to edit it? Oh, I don't even have to edit this. Please. No. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, wait, it is this guy. They are Democratic. Bid. Who's... that? Okay, it is this guy, and it's conservatism. Not despotism. I wouldn't have expected that. I mean, they don't... Why do they have elections? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, there we go. Now they will start with a load of traits they shouldn't really get. Change Mongolia to the Babylon region. We have a deal. That is wild. Chat is spamming emojis. Week 17 septillion. Yup. Chat finds and destroys the only record of my existence. Week. I don't even know what that is. Alright, let me do a little bit of gameplay as Syria. Just a normal bit of gameplay as Syria. Loading on actions. Okay, it should work, I think. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is a lot. Oh, that's a little bit of political power gain. Warrior Code, Emperor Showa. That's a lot of spirits. Okay. Wow. That is wild. That is actually just wild. That is a lot of buffs. 10% defense on core territory. Wow, that's a lot. Stability and war support. That's plus 15. 15! And weekly stability on top of that. And a little bit of political power gain. Okay, wow, now this guy is overpowered. Yeah, good luck fighting Syria. They are broken now. Someone do a Syria playthrough and just unite the Middle East. With this guy in power, of course. That might be difficult, but try and do it anyway. Just try and do it anyway. They already have Captain of Industry. They already have a Captain of Industry. Not sure what you want me to do about that. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. And then there's something in Russian. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. I don't even know what's going on in chat anymore at this point. I don't even know. It is far out of my range of knowing what's going on there. It is just absolute chaos. Russian sleeper agent activated. Oh, great. Scotland doesn't even start with a leader. Turns into whatever this thing is. I need to look it up. What? Who even is this guy? Who even is this guy? I don't even know who this guy is. Who specifically is he? Where is he even from? I'm not adding it unless I have specifics on it. Nothing. All right, I'm removing it. If I don't know what it's, if I don't know any information, okay, you just made it up. Okay, I'm not adding it. Julius Caesar to return. No, I'm not giving Syria a focus tree about uniting Babylon under the Moth regime. Do they not have a decision? They already have a decision for Mesopotamia. Decision dot no checks. Absolutely zero checks. None of that. Arabian Federation. Store Cradle of Civilization. Republic of Mesopotamia. Release the Syrians into the wild. There we go. Beautiful. Republic of Mesopotamia. It just controls all this. All of this is part of it. Every single bit of it. Yup. Imagine starting out like this with 20 factories. Developing the oil fields. There we go. All of those. That's actually not that much. I'm not giving any country a trillion focuses that are a million days long and do nothing. Yes, I have banned imagination and whimsy. It's too long. It's too long. 7 focuses. Julius Caesar. Alright, let me try something that should be possible, but isn't. Decisions. I'm not dealing with that. Viking West Africa. I forgot that even existed. Turn of Julius Caesar. AI will do. Available. All state. Limit. Alright. And let's see if it'll work. Let's see. Nope! Nope! Does not work for whatever stupid reason. I'm not gonna type in every individual state. That is gonna take me so. Here to pray for Syria. That is insane. How many errors? What? Visible cost? Are you joking? Oh, come on, man. Okay. Head over to USA. Dismantle the United States. Um... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Julius Caesar reincarnated. Any other country? Decision dot. No checks. No checks. I did on Intel. What is this? EO7. E10. EO6. Okay, that should be all of them. No. Huh? Is that not all? Is that not all? It should be all, right? Oh, this one. I think that's the last one. No. It should be invalid now. No. It should be invalid now. No. Huh? Huh? Am I missing a state? I don't think I'm missing a state. What? Do I not control all of it? What? This doesn't make any sense. Only 2 comments on reviving Empire Stream is just confetti. Every state limit is on continent North America. Hold on, do I already have something for this? Every state? Yeah, I already have something for this. Okay. Where is it, though? Right here. There we go. Right. Oh, it's because of Albania. Is that why? No, no, it isn't. Okay, this doesn't check out. Eh. It should not be active. Yes. Wait. All other countries, all controlled states is not in North America. What? I'm actually baffled by this. Why is it not working? I'm not jotting down every single state. Actually, no way. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. Oh my god. AI. Huh? This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. I'm gonna have a breakdown. What? What do I do with this? I don't even know. Death laser. Stable and healthy stream. Yippee! Fog is coming. I bet. Any state. This isn't gonna work at all. Not even close. In fact, it's just adding errors now. Control. I'm gonna. Dude, I don't know how to do this, okay? something and see if it works. It's probably not going to work. Let's see if this works. Any state. Not even close. I'm not doing the focus tree. Actually, I might. Oh my god, I can't. I'm gonna crash out again. You know what? You know. I'm gonna crash out over the stupid decision. Do I even just? You know what? We're just gonna copy this. I don't care. Okay. I am done with this decision. I am so done with this decision. Okay, I am just so done with this decision. That doesn't work. I almost just hit the end stream button. Just because of that. If you can do it for me, then do it for me, because I don't have a clue on how to go about this, okay? This is stupid. It's just stupid. There is no trigger specifying that you have to control every state in a continent. There is no trigger for that. None. Every single state that root controls must be on North America to take this decision. If you have any... If you only control states in North America, no other continent, every single state in North America, no other continent, it'll fire. Otherwise, this doesn't work. And guess what? I've been trying to do this exact same thing multiple times. This is the second time, actually. It is so irritating. There is no solution to it. None. No solution. And if there is a solution, I don't have one. This is the stupidest trigger I've ever dealt with before. Because I don't have a solution to it. There is legitimately no solution to it. Every single trigger. There's no limit for triggers. Which is so irritating. Because otherwise this would work. And it doesn't work. At all. Which is stupid. Right. Any controlled state is not North America. Annex Mexico. Annex USA. Annex Canada. And it doesn't fire. Set owner. Set owner. Set owner. Set owner. Now, after I do this decision, if I do this, it should be able to fire. Why do you not fire? Why? Actually, why? I control all North American states, and you don't fire? How does that make any sense? That doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. At all. You should be able to fire now. All of their country. Any controlled state is not... Huh? What, do I need another knot for this or something? Do I need another knot for your already tangled up mess of one? Well then, work, you stupid... What if Rome was in Carthage? Every other country, all controlled state, not, is on continent North America. This should be able to fire. And it doesn't fire. Why does it not fire? Why does it not fire? Give me a fat explanation why it does not fire. Because it should be able to fire. No reason why it shouldn't. I swear, I just can't right now. This stupid thing. If only I knew how to do it, it would be so much easier. It'd be so much easier to get any of this over with, but no, instead, I have to deal with the most egregiously irritating thing possible. So irritating. So irritating that the thing that I want to work doesn't work, and it doesn't specify why it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Why does it not work? Why does it not work? All other countries, all controlled states, is not in North America. What state is in North America then? That they control? Do I have to annex every country? Do I have to annex every country before this stupid decision fires? I don't get it. I just don't get it. At all. At all. It has the... It should fire. It should fire. Why does it not fire? That doesn't make any sense. I'm having a crash out right now. Why does it not fire? It should be able to fire. I don't understand why it isn't able to fire. Oh, yeah, now it's magically able to fire. Let's see, let's set owner Brazil. Still fires. Set owner Brazil. Still fires. Set owner Brazil. Does not fire. Now it fires. Then why wasn't it firing before? Why was it not firing before? That doesn't check out at all. What, does this count as North America? Then what counts as North America? Then what counts as North America? It's from regular show when he's mad. I do not sound like that. No, that doesn't sound like it. Mordecai and Rigby, if you don't fix this holy portal by tonight, you're fired. Yup, that's what's gonna happen. uh, okay. Crackdown on the Kurdish separatists. Oh my. Of course. Of course. Mordecai and Rigby, if you don't fix this Hoi 4 mod by tonight, you're fired. I don't sound like the voice actor from. I don't sound like Benson's voice actor at all. At all. This is obviously North American. This. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna start giving things away to Haiti. Political actions. There we go. Tag Brazil. Annex all. Pax Imperium Californium. Pax Californiae. Yep, definitely. Definitely. Remember, kids, this mod is not wafer friendly. This wafer mod is not kid friendly. Remember that. That will be on the test. Alright, so I release. Actually, no. Set on California. Tag over to California. So this decision does not work. So let me release California. Should take a second. There we go. And it doesn't work. Why does it not work? Okay, so I control all North American states, but it doesn't work, which is absurd. I don't know why it wouldn't work. I genuinely don't have a clue why it wouldn't work. It makes anything but sense to me why it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me, alright? What? I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. It it makes no sense. There's just this magical state in North America that happens not to... What do I need one state in each continent or something now? Is that just a magical requirement that happens to exist? I just happen to need one state in every other continent for it to work. No. Then what state is causing this issue? I don't understand why it doesn't work. I don't... I'm just leaving it at that because I can't deal with another one of these. I'm gonna add something to the blacklist. If any of you suggest me to do something that involves an entire continent, I will blacklist it. I will blacklist that suggestion. Any suggestion that requires me to do anything relating to this stupid thing where I need to control an entire continent for it to activate, yeah, I'm blacklisting that. Because I do not want to have to sift through every single state in a continent. Every single state. I will not be sifting through an entire continent's worth of states just for one decision. That alone would take an hour, and I'm not spending an hour doing one part of a decision. So yeah, that's blacklisted now. Continental crash out. That's all I can describe this as. Outright. That country leader name. Ideology, whatever the root ideology is. Name equals Julius Caesar II. And it did not give me an error. Good. I don't want it to give me an error. No checks that they're not even around. And my country leader name should be changed to, yep, cool. And there's a country leader trait. Country leader trait. American Kaiser. Boom. Cool. There we go. American Kaiser. That's a lot of traits. Alright, cool, there we go. Well, I'm done with this decision. I don't care that it doesn't work. I am just done with it. Moving on. On to Mexico we go. On to Mexico-y Mexico. That makes any sense? That doesn't make any sense at all. Mexico can form Byzantium. United North America. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing South America either. Afro-Eurasia, absolutely not. Anything that involves a continent, I am absolutely not doing. Absolutely not. Ain't no way. No shot. Because I do not see any possibility of doing that. Will not be doing. Will not be doing at all. Absolutely not. Anyways, where is Byzantium? Formable. There it is. There it is. And copy all of that. And then, where's Mexico? Do I already have... I don't have anything for Mexico? Oh, well, that's gonna be something. That's for sure. Boom. Boom. I need to look at the Greek one. Something something Byzantium. Not has DLC. Not has DLC. Oh, come on. Original tag equals Mexico. Polling party F. And then F. Horror and Fear. There we go. And there it is. Revive Byzantium. A lot of roots. Something something Balkans. Oh, Turkey, Bulgaria. Okay, this... Turkey, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia. Just Greece and Turkey. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Oh, this is kind of not necessary. This visible right here is kind of not necessary. Appropriate cosmetic tag. Oh boy. Available? No. No checks. There aren't even any checks here. Doesn't make sense. Why? Hmm? Oh well. Here we are. Alright. Triumph for the Balkans. Triumph for Italy. Annex the entire world except for Kerguelen on GameStar. I mean, I could do that since it doesn't specify a continent. Yep, tribe for the Levant. Egypt and Tunis. Is it literally just those two places? No, it also includes Libya. Okay. Oh, did I do something? There we go. Now this just looks ridiculous. There you go. You got your own Mexican Byzantium. It looks so bad. Oh no. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. Holy. And it's just led by Heavy from TF2. Incredible. Alright. Where is... Here it is. Mexico can now form Byzantium. No checks game rule. And I'm gonna end it off there. 3 hours. That's already long enough for one of these things. I think. I don't know. Actually, let me check. Do we already have a game rule for this? No, but we have check corridor. There we go. Okay, I don't feel like doing the rest. But it doesn't seem like we have a no checks game rule. Great. Decision dot no checks. Game rule dot no checks. There will be no checks. There will be checks. Boom. All right. Add core of Slovakia. Remove core of Czechia. Yep, we banish them from the map. We just banish them entirely. We just do that. And now let me go back to it. Why do I keep saying no checks? Oh, because there's a decision called there's a thing, a command called decision.no checks. And checks sounds like check, even though they're literally pronounced the same, but they're spelled differently. And so that's why I'm saying no checks. No checks. Okay, now this doesn't look convincing enough, alright? Hmm. Load focus tree. And then it's whatever the check tree is. I don't remember. Better. Hmm. You know, I should probably look at history file for the checks, shouldn't I? Annex country. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Now I do that. And yes, let me do that. Let me just add the whole thing. Perfect. Just the entire check history file, you know. Just the entire thing. Alright, let's see how well that works. Let's see. Yes, they did checkmate. They did checkmate me. No checks, and all we can do is see if that functions. Seems like it does. Whoa. But with 55 errors. Oh! None of it failed. We got the ID. We don't got the leaders. We don't got the leaders. Sherman Protectorate. You know, I'm wondering what the Slovak AI will do now. Oh, wait, I don't start with any divisions. Hold on, let me fix that. I'm gonna retire a few characters that just don't need to exist. More specifically, where are they? Where is Slovakia? Slovak. Wojtek. Franco, whoever that is. Joseph Tiso. Okay. Tiso. Yaroslav. Let's check that. Okay, I need to look at Slovakia's characters. None? Okay. Democratic. Communism. Neutrality. Boom. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Slovako-Czechia. Yes, this is so real. Alright, let's test it now. And there we go. Game rule, no checks. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, okay. Grab storage, get out of here. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to do something about this. National focus. Czechoslovakia. Slovako-Czechia. Boom. Slovak focus modded. There we go. And now I think I'm gonna have to find localization. Oh wait, is there any GFX I happen to have check in it? So that'd be bad if that is the case. Oh. Oh no. How many of them are there? 4? That's it? Okay, that's good. Alright, cool. Death or dishonor focus. There we go. The Blight. Yes, the Blight. The Blight is coming. The Blight is coming. Czechoslovakia? Nah. Get out of here. Get out of here. We don't need you here. And... oh boy. And we need to have the specific game rule, otherwise it will not work. Let's see, where is that one game rule? Oh, it's right down here. Okay. Has this game rule right here. Boom. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, anything that has idea equals, I'm going to change that to back to check. Same for ideas. Okay, there's nothing to do with flags. That's good. 3 errors. Malformed token. Rust. Huh? $244. Modifier. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, that should work. And okay, great. Yeah, well now you can play as Slovakia much earlier than anticipated. No checks. Absolutely no checks. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? After all of that, that is what finally gets you? Unreal. Unreal. Whoa! Okay, well now it's just crashing. Why is it crashing? Oh, no, I definitely know why it's crashing. It's the game rules in it. It is 100% the game rule, isn't it? It has to be the game rule. If it isn't the game rule, I'm gonna be shocked. But I am going to check the crash log, just to be sure. Off screen. Has game rule. Yup. Yup. Has game rule. That is why it crashed. Has game rule. Boom. Alright. Will it be a problem if if I some GFX? Sure, go ahead. Use GFX or make GFX or I don't know, something. Sloach. Sloach. Oh no, I gotta fix that. Sloach industry. There's always tension between. Slovaks and Slovaks. Slovakian. Ooh. Alright, just making sure. Favorite Czechs. Oh no. Czechoslovakia. Czechia. Alright, anything that says Czech now should... Well, yeah. Cool, alright. This will lead to civil war. Prague-Berlin axis. Prague. Let's change that. There we go. Bratislava. If you already have 5, you will not receive an extra. Womp womp. Slovakian, Slovakia. Okay. There we go. Just in the west. Hmm. German appeasement. Deliver the Sudeten. Oh boy. And there goes the entire thing. Wonderful. Oh boy. Wait a minute, what was that? Hmm. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna, I think that should do it. That should be Slovakia converted entirely or almost entirely. Obviously excluding events and, well, ideas. What if the Czech Quarter became a thing? And Yugoslavia and Czechia united into Yugo-Czechoslovakia. I'm gonna have a stroke reading that a second time. Well, you know what that means. Upload mod. Here we are. Now let me check to make sure that week 29 is there. There's a UK rework request here at War Radio Requiem. Mirror World. Who decided to mirror the world? Wow, that's a lot. Files I've posted. Let me see. Let me check the change notes. Yup, it's there. Alright, cool. So now I can change this to week 30, not delayed. And everything here I'm just gonna copy over. And now, week 30. There we go. Can't spell. Let's say can't and for merely existing. There we go. King Tut turned to Egypt and seek at once. Becomes Rust, ruled by warlords, gamer rule. If Vichy France, no, Netherlands, and become Vichy, Vichy France must exist. Syrian moth granted the power to be. Leads by the warrior code. Julius Caesar. Julius Kaiser. And return to North America. Establish a new domain. American Kaiser. Okay, guys, the planning is finished. I will start working tomorrow. See you in the next live stream. That's crazy. Mexico conformed Byzantium. Game rule. No checks. Inspired. There we go. Fixes other. Alright, cool. Stable and healthy stream. Let's see it. Yup, the entire stream has been healthy. This is cinema. Absolute cinema. Absolutely beautiful. Rock hard. You're a silkworm. How? That isn't even possible. You're a worm made of silk. How in the world can you be rock hard? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, anyhow, I'm gonna copy that, upload the mod, and Nero has burned Rome, and here we go. Now get rid of that, and let me check the Steam Workshop. It has updated, and I need to go to the change notes. Boom. Change notes added. Check stream chat. Yeah, I can see. Okay. It's throbbing. You know what that means? That means a 10-minute timeout. Get out of here. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the live stream, consider subscribing. This is insufferable. Oh yeah, and turn notifications on if you want to be notified whenever my content drops. And like the stream if you want to see another series. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing another series. This might just be like a one-off thing. But you know what, if this series gets enough likes, then I guess I'll continue it. And I mean like continue it into the next year, because I'm planning after week 52, or whatever the last week is, this series will end. I'm literally just doing it for a whole year, and then I'm cutting it off. But if we get enough likes, then maybe I'll bring it back. Maybe. Anyways, I have a Discord down in the description if you want to chat with me or other server members. And there's an ad being inserted, and that's about it for the stream. I should probably go eat food, since I've been up since literally the stream started. I literally rolled out of... I look at the time and I'm like, oh, that's the exact time I need to stream at. So I roll out of bed, get online like 3 minutes late. 4 minutes late, and started the stream. 3 minutes late. Okay, well. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I was gonna say message before I ended the stream, but I can't think of anything, so you know what, just bye. See you guys.